Welcome to the floor, everyone. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here for this explainer on the future of manufacturing. Now, speaking as a plant manager who's been doing this for decades, let me tell you, things have changed completely. Imagine making a complex chemical or a vital, life-saving medicine. Traditionally, you'd mix the ingredients, wait hours for the process to finish, send a sample to a lab, and basically just pray it passed. But today, we're talking about mastering PAT, process analytical technology. We are moving away from hoping for quality to literally seeing inside molecules in real time to guarantee it. Let's dive in.
So, here's the agenda for today's shift briefing. 1. The old way failed us. 2. The 4 pillars of PAT. 3. Smart sensors in action. 4. Quality by design. 5. The modern operator's blueprint. And 6. Greener, faster, safer manufacturing. All right, let's hit it.
Section 1. The old way failed us. We used to call this quality by testing. I want you to really think about this for a second. Why on earth would we wait 12 hours to find out a 10-hour batch failed? When I first started out on the line, under the old quality by testing method, we'd finish a massive batch, send it to the lab, and just wait. If a critical error happened in hour 2, well, you wouldn't know until hour 12. It makes absolutely zero sense to wait around for lab results while thousands of dollars and days of hard work potentially go straight into the waste bin.
It basically comes down to this. The old approach was essentially like taking a single photograph, a snapshot, at the very end of the process. It was blind processing with a massive risk of rejection, relying heavily on guesswork. But now, continuous PAT monitoring is literally like watching a live-streamed, high-definition movie of our chemical reactions. Instead of one blind photo at the end, you see every single frame as it happens, allowing us to make real-time adjustments on the fly.
Moving right along to Section 2, the 4 pillars of PAT. Let's demystify this process analytical technology.
Let's look at how the FDA actually defines this. Process analytical technology is a regulatory-approved system for designing, analyzing, and controlling manufacturing through timely measurements of critical attributes. The big takeaway here for you folks, PAT isn't just slapping a random sensor onto a mixing tank. It's a comprehensive, continuous system for control and safety.
And this system is built right on top of 4 main pillars. First, we've got chemical and physical sensors. This is where we use tools like near-infrared or Raman spectroscopy to literally see the chemical makeup. Second, process analyzers, meaning we put the laboratory right there on the production line. Third is chemometrics. And fourth, continuous improvement, where we utilize all that incoming data to make instant adjustments.
Now, let's talk about that third pillar real quick, because I know chemometrics sounds like a pretty intimidating word, but really, it's just the mathematical brain of the operation. Think of it as a built-in translator. It takes all that incredibly complex, raw chemistry data from the sensors and translates it into plain English, so you know exactly what to do next.
Okay, Section 3. Smart sensors in action. Let's look at some real case studies right off the factory floor.
Take a look at this case study in pharmaceutical tableting. We used to struggle with inconsistent drug concentrations in the pills. The solution? We applied near-infrared spectroscopy directly onto the powder blender. That sensor watches the blend in real time, and the machine stops the exact millisecond the mix is perfectly homogeneous. No overmixing. Practically zero dud pills. Just perfect safety for the consumer.
And it's even wilder in our bioreactors. Traditional yields totally pale in comparison to PAT yields. Cells in a bioreactor are incredibly fickle, right? If nutrients drop even slightly, the batch dies. But by using inline probes to continuously check glucose and pH levels, the system automatically triggers nutrient feeding. By keeping those cells perfectly happy, we are literally doubling our yields, doubling them.
Section 4. Quality by design. Let's talk about navigating compliance and regulation.
You might think regulators would be nervous about all this new tech, but global regulators like the FDA actually love PAT. It aligns perfectly with quality by design, adhering to strict international standards like the ICH guidelines. Yes, it requires strict validation to make sure your sensors are accurate, but because we meet these quality standards continuously during manufacturing, it massively simplifies the regulatory approval process. We get life-saving products to patients so much faster.
And that enables what we call real-time release testing. In our industry, this is basically the holy grail. Instead of waiting weeks for quality control sign-offs, products can be released to the market immediately. Why? Because the continuous PAT data proves perfect quality from start to finish. That's the ultimate goal. Shipping safe products the absolute second they roll off the line. Saves us immense time and money.
Section 5. The Modern Operator's Blueprint. Time to go over your daily tools and training.
So what does this actually look like for you down on the floor? As a modern operator, you'll rely on a super clear 4-step checklist. Step 1. Safely install and calibrate the inline and online process analyzers. Step 2. Monitor the real-time chemometric data on your screens. Step 3. Trust the automated systems to adjust those continuous parameters. And Step 4. Verify the validation protocols. It transforms your job from just guessing into pure precision management.
Section 6. Greener, faster, safer manufacturing. The impact of operational excellence.
Listen, preventing a ruined batch isn't just about saving cash. When a batch failed in the old factory, say moisture levels spiked, we had massive chemical waste and we burned excessive energy just to rerun it. Actually, scratch that. It wasn't just excessive, it was a mind-boggling waste of power. But in a modern factory, we catch that spike instantly. We optimize our times, we slash our chemical waste, and we drastically reduce our carbon footprint. It directly hits our sustainability goals right on the head.
When we turn this data into real insights, everybody wins. We see huge benefits across the board. Greatly reduced cycle times since we aren't waiting for the lab, a massive drop in rejected batches, and incredible energy efficiency because our continuous processes use way less power. This is exactly how operational excellence boosts overall manufacturing sustainability.
It all comes back to this one quote. PAT is the bridge between hoping for quality and guaranteeing it. I want you to remember that, because it's the fundamental shift in your new responsibilities. We don't just cross our fingers anymore. With real-time monitoring and automated controls, we guarantee consistent safety for every single consumer out there.
So I'll leave you with this provocative thought before you start your shift. If smart sensors can literally double our yields and eliminate failed batches today, what is going to happen when artificial intelligence supercharges these PAT tools tomorrow? Think about that. The future of the factory floor is moving incredibly fast. Thanks for joining this explainer, folks. Grab your gear and let's get out there.